Now we've all seen the advertising for Ridge wallets. All that they've done, they're everywhere. And their designs set the pace for a wallet that works well for a sandwich type design. That said, we know every wallet has knockoffs.
It's just a cheap knockoff. How on earth?
And I've always recommended that you try a knockoff before you spend hard-earned money on something you might not like. So I have a tool that allows me to see the top selling products on Amazon. It's kind of this tool here, and you can see kind of the listing. So today we're going to do a comparison between the Ridge and 6 knockoffs you can get off Amazon. And at the end, I'll give you my recommendation of the knockoff to try before you buy. So again, to introduce them all to us, we've got the Ridge carbon fiber, the Ridge aluminum. We've got the UNIKTREND. Right here is the Havenhurst, the ARW, the Extremus. This is kind of tactical. This is a bonus one. We've got the JNC, and finally the ROSSM. Most of the wallets I'm comparing to are carbon fiber. So the carbon fiber wallet we're looking at from Ridge is their carbon fiber 3K. It is the money clip version. This retails for $140. And then I also have one wallet that is aluminum, so I'm going to compare it to the Ridge aluminum. And this one retails, this is a strap, for $95. So less. I'm not going to do this again with the wallets, but I have 12 cards here. And so I want to show you how 12 cards, which is the recommended max, fits into the Ridge. You can see how that goes in just fine here. Combination of embossed and non-embossed cards here. And of course, this is how you get them out. Let's get into this comparison. First wallet we start with is UNIKTREND. This is priced for $25, and this one is the aluminum. It comes in a clip only. Let's pull this out, and here we go. Again, all of these have the same number of screws. This one weighs 63 grams, and the Ridge aluminum is 63 grams as well. There's really no difference in this, except it does not come with a screwdriver. You'll need to find a screwdriver. There are no additional screws in here for servicing, and it only comes in just the money clip. There's no strap option with this one. Now, if we look at the comparison between the original and this, we're comparing the Ridge aluminum to this one. Both have clips and are attached differently. You can see the stress on the material on the back of the UNIKTREND. In looking at the Ridge, the tolerances are good. There's no stress on the material. Compared to this, looking at the finish, you can see how the Ridge has beveled edges while the UNIKTREND is sharper. And the elastic looks and feels pretty good on the UNIKTREND. It is very close to the Ridge. No concerns on the usability of this product in particular. It is an exact copy considering a couple small features, and UNIKTREND does not have a standalone website for support, warranty, or accessories. It is all done through Amazon. All right, let's set this aside. We next have the Havenhurst here. This is a carbon fiber wallet, and we can see that it comes with a screwdriver, comes with some extra screws, and of course the wallet. This is their carbon fiber version. Take a look at price for $23. It's carbon fiber and aluminum. Seeing how that works. The sandwich piece is just the same. And let's see, we can get all the cards in here. We should. Ooh. Man, that struggled a bit. Not that you will carry 12 cards with you, but it's always good to test against the incumbent. And so it does take it. And the difference is this only comes in a clip. It does not come in a strap, which the Ridge comes in both. Now the quality of the elastic is a bit questionable. The elastic feels a bit different from the Ridge, operating easier on the Ridge. The screwdriver is really hard to use, honestly. The screws aren't screwed in at the right torque versus the Ridge that I noticed. And the Phillips screw head driver and screws is what they use versus hex. You can also see the stress on the screw side on the inside of this Havenhurst. And the elastic felt a bit weaker than the Ridge, as I mentioned. And notice how it's sewn and not heat treated or double sewn like the Ridge. Now, Havenhurst does have a website. It does not sell this wallet, although they do have a nice looking Extremus carbon fiber knockoff if you're interested. Let's move to the ARW. Let's open this up. We notice that it is a carbon fiber. They also have a little screwdriver. This is really something you would insert into something instead of just being standalone. It is a hex, and let's pull out the wallet, see if we have the same problem. We don't. That's good. And here we go. Same size, same weight as the Ridge. And let's try our 12 cards on this. Let's put them in and see what we got. So that went in nice and smooth, no issues there. Comes out just fine. And again, the methods of pulling cards out on all of these Ridge knockoffs, including the Ridge, is either you push it out here, pull them out, and then go through the stack to put them back in. Of course, if you push it out a little bit, you can do this, but it just has a tendency to blow all over the place. I had that happen in front of a rental car. stand for me. And of course, the cards you use most, you put on the front or the back. Difference is this does not come with a strap option. It is only a clip. The majority of these are only a clip. And as you can see from the teardown, notice how the ARW elastic is only sewn. The ridge is sewn and heat treated, kind of double sewn really, which creates a stronger bond. The elastic on the ridge is also stronger than the ARW, both in my unscientific testing there, but they both have channels for the elastic, which is present on all of these wallets in particular. And how the clip attaches is just slightly a bit different. ARW does not have a standalone website for support, warranty, or accessories, so this is really kind of a one and done through Amazon. Now let's move on to a bonus one I threw in here. This is the tactical wallet from Extremus. This is built off the concept of ridge, but it's a little different, and I thought it would be kind of cool for us to look at. This has multiple layers to it. I'll let you look at this right over here. This is what it looks like. So it has the typical sandwich of the carbon fiber here and on the back, but they add this exoskeleton on the exterior. Other than that, it all operates the same. It's got the same way of inserting cards, albeit it's a little bit more of a tooth on it, not as slick. And let's see if we can get the 12 cards in here that we always like to test. There we go. All right. So it gets in there, handles it just fine. Again, they all have a backstop, and getting cards out is a little bit more difficult. And I would say that with this, it's because that the interior plates just do not have as slick a surface on them and does create some friction. But other than that, it does look a bit cooler than I'd say the Ridge does. Now these are all pretty close, so is there a clear winner between them? Next is the JNC right here. No, nothing on it except for, of course, its purchase tag. Let's go to the interior, and it looks like everybody is using the same screwdriver together. Again, looks a little awkward, but this is also hex. And here is the wallet. It only comes in a strap version that I could tell. So we look at this here, it is interesting. And of course, we always want to try the test. Let's see if we can get 12 cards in there. This does have a slicker plate like all the others do. And imagine that, it just goes right in without an issue. That's what we would have hoped for. So we take this out. As you can see, strap versus money clip, the JNC only provides a money clip. Also notice the stress and the screw holes on the back of the JNC. The possibility of these screws pulling through over time is increased versus the Ridge, where you can see that they're flat. There's proper tolerances that have been put in place there. And like the others, the strap is lightly sewn and is weaker than the Ridge from what I can tell. As you can see there with the Ridge, the strap is integrated in the assembly completely. It's not just a single strap. And like several of the others, they only sell on Amazon. They do not have their own standalone website. Well, what do we have last? The ROSSM. This one's a popular one. I wanted to leave this for last. This is $30. And as we look at it, it comes with everything you would expect typically in comparison to a Ridge. So it has screws, replacement screws. It also has a full featured, if I can get it out here, and there we go. Notice, this is the Ridge screwdriver. This is the ROSSM. Very much the same type of quality in what it provides. And so we set that here, and then we have the main wallet. And you'll notice that none of the other wallets came with any kind of really instructions. This does. And it comes with an optional money clip. So, like the bundles you can get with the Ridge, it does come with a strap and a money clip. So let's set these aside, take a quick look here. One of the things I really like about this one is that it's a matte finish, just like the Ridge. And let's try the 12 cards here. Put them in, and it works just seamlessly, really, and about the same type of hold that we get from the Ridge when I was testing it. Pull this out. Now, you can see that the ROSSM starts with a strap, but also has the clip that's offered. Like the others, the strap is not integrated. It just wraps around that top plate. The strap looks very much like other knockoffs and is a bit weaker for my unscientific approach, but it is sewn much better than the others. And to show you one more time how the Ridge strap elastic is fully integrated across the platform, unlike the knockoffs, you can see how it pulls here. I don't know if that's an advantage or a disadvantage. And you can see how I easily take off the strap and replace it with a money clip without needing to take apart the other side of the wallet on the ROSSM like we do with the Ridge. Now the ROSSM also produces direct material competitors to Ridge with the same names like Forged Ember, Forged Carbon, and various aluminum versions. They're really going after Ridge on all accounts. And they also have a screwless model, which I thought was really quite intriguing. But again, I really like the matte version of this, and I will bring out the matte version of the Ridge so you can get a feel. Very much closer, and I prefer the matte version over the glossy one. Now with all that done, let's compare the prices to each other, all of these wallets. Then I'll give you my recommendation. As you can see, the Ridge is many times more expensive from the cheapest, which are the Havenhurst and JNC at $20, to the most expensive, which I don't really think you can call that, the ROSSM at $30. Can we really call those wallets expensive to begin with? They're really not. So based on a quick evaluation, which one would I purchase as a tester to see if I wanted to invest in the Ridge? Now, if you want a close enough experience to the Ridge, I would go with the ROSSM. So for $30, you too can try what a Ridge is all about without dropping a tank full of gas to get one. Now look at this next video right here if you liked this one. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you in the next Exploring the World of Wallets video. Bye.